Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. It is officially bowl season, and we're breaking down the Orange Bowl here. Texas A&M and North Carolina going head to head in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. So 2020 is almost over, thank goodness, and we've got a promo code to celebrate. The code is 2021 for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. Texas A&M minus 7.5 here. The total is 65.5. And we've got Carolina coming in 8-3, 5-6 against the number, while Texas A&M is 8-1 with that lone loss to Alabama. 5-4 against the spread. And I think the story in this one has been the opt-outs for Carolina. They've had a ton of opt-outs, and that has pushed the number in Texas A&M's favor. Also, Texas A&M coming from the SEC, they get a lot of credit just for being from the SEC and their lone loss being to Alabama. But North Carolina has had a really solid offense all season long, putting up a lot of points. But those opt-outs definitely will be looming large. We've got Dan Kaiser joining us to break this one all down for us. Dan, what's your take when it comes to Texas A&M and North Carolina?
Yeah, well, when I was looking at this game, it kind of reminded me of a line in the movie Green Street Hooligans. There's a line in there that says there are three words that keep you up at night: Manchester United away. This game reminds me of the three words that keep me up at night when betting these bowl games: just missed playoffs. And in this season,
Oh,
you can throw in now players opting out. I mean, you look at A&M. I mean, they come in this game winning seven in a row. Any other year you look at their wins. They beat Florida, LSU, and Auburn. You'd be thinking, oh, this is a great. They've had a great SEC conference season, but LSU and Auburn have stunk this year. So it's and then they lost to Alabama, so they're missing out on the playoffs. So is it the motive? Do they have the motivation coming in this game? I think back to Alabama, Alabama, Utah, Oklahoma State, or Oklahoma, Boise State, when teams don't make the playoffs or the championship game, and they come in and don't care. As you said, A&M's offense has been impressive, 31.7 points a game. Their defense gives up 21 points a game. They've got a good 1-2 combination in Spiller and Mond. And you look at North Carolina. I mean, their offense has been just impressive this year, putting up 43 points a game. They give up 28 points a game. If their defense was any better, I mean, this team could have had a chance, I think, at the ACC title. Yeah, as you said, there's some opt-outs for Carolina. They're missing their top running back. The other running back with them, Javonte Williams, also put up 1,100 yards and 19 touchdowns. I look at this game. I think A&M will come to play because I think they want to put in a good showing and hope Notre Dame gets blown out by Alabama and they can say, "See, I told you, we should have been there." Both teams' defenses are, I think, average. Even though there are a lot of opt-outs for Carolina, I'm taking this game going over the total.
yeah, it'll be interesting for me to see because a little bit of testing that theory has been the Texas and Colorado game, as I've mentioned in some of the other videos, where everyone was saying Texas isn't going to be motivated because they have a ton of opt-outs, but the guys that are there playing are probably going to be motivated to play. So I'm not too sure how much that's going to affect this one. But when it comes to UNC, they do have a laundry list of opt-outs with two running backs that combined for 2,385 yards and 28 touchdowns. Their top wide receiver opting out, Diami Brown with 1,099 receiving yards, and then their top tackler in Chaz Surratt. So Sam Howell is still there manning the ship at quarterback. So there's still some pieces there, but definitely going to be a little bit different of a team than they have been all season. But I don't know. I think the guys that are there are going to be wanting to play hard. And Jimbo Fisher, 2-0 in bowl games. So I think he's still coaching, for a win. So it's really tough for me to handicap this one just with all of that information. Any other factors that you're looking at that might be the deciding factor?
Yeah, I just think as long as Howell stay upright, I think it actually plays better for the over that the running backs are out, because that just gives them more opportunities to throw the ball. And yeah, I know they're out their top wide receiver, but I think the rest of the wide receivers are decent enough to, if they're just going to throw the ball all over the field, that they'll be able to put up some points.
And what's wild to me is that I've already mentioned the Texas and Colorado game, but both of the bowl games on that night still went over despite the quarterbacks going out of the game. De'Ara King going out for Miami and Ellinger coming out for Texas. Both of those games still went over. So it's wild to me how that played out, and just I don't know. Bowl games are definitely a different animal, but that's going to do it for our college football talk here on Picks and Parlays. As always, great stuff from Dan Kaiser. Dan, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks a lot.